brothers, sisters, cousins, brave, humble human folk. Welcome to this meeting of the National Front for Faith and Family. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you for coming here tonight. Thank you. Thank you for the generosity of your time. Thank you for braving these ill-lit occult courts in your tireless search for truth. Yes. Oh, yes. Despite the selfless work of our benefactors, the enemy lurks out there, in the shadows. Look about. Look. Fear them, the enemy. For they are close. They are everywhere. I smell.
I'm too far away to get a real sense of that person.
Foreign spice, magic, filth.
I'm too far away to get a real sense of that person. It
warms my heart to see you standing before me, standing
On
up for
our
what's
Hilaris,
good and
he
fair.
leads.
Glory, cousins, glory be upon you, in the light of the goddess. Yes, yes. I spoke recently with our benefactors. I spoke to them about that immigrant, the magical. Yes, yes, yes. I spoke to them. I said, listen to these humble, brave folk, your cousins. Humans brought to their knees by the magical. Driven to bankruptcy, to moral corruption. Simple, uncomplicated men and women led astray by the devilish, demonic, magical, the necromancer. I said to them, we need to make a stand. Now. Now. We need to rally behind our benefactors, behind our own.
On our Hilaris.
And I said to them,
he leads this National Front for Faith and Family.
They need, what we need, is someone to stand up
I'm
and
too
speak
far away
the
to get a
human
real
cause.
sense of that person.
The true Mercurian. Someone not afraid of the magical and his foreign
Her clothes
tongues.
smell strongly of tar and smoke.
Yes.
I'm too far away to get a real sense of that person.
You know me. You know, I seek no fame or fortune. I seek only truth. I seek the light. I seek justice for brave, humble, human folk like you. Yes, yes, yes. I stand here before you as your servant. I stand here before you as your humble servant. Soon the city will elect a new council, a new leader, one who will take responsibility for the lawlessness that haunts these occult, ill-lit lanes. Our benefactors do great work. They do brave work, important work, illustrious work. But they can't be everywhere. They can't protect all of you from your dark neighbours. And where the Azadi fall short, where their light doesn't reach, the City Watch can help. Take the paper dragons that fly above us as we speak. Yes, those blasphemous constructs that fly in the face of all decent, humble, hard-working human folk. Symbols of the magical, symbols of the Drykin. Phooey. Blasphemous betrayal of all of humanity. Phooey. Our benefactors, the Azadi, they cannot cut every line, arrest every traitorous child. They've more important things to do. This is the City Watch's responsibility. But what does the City Watch do? They stop good, honest, simple human folk from meting out well-deserved justice. They stop us from punishing the magical, that immigrant, for his necromancy and illusionism. Why, only last night, a young cousin of ours was put in chains for laying righteous hands on a magical who'd cast a spell on our young cousin's sister. She'd fallen in with the magical, possessed with dark lust and obscenity. And our cousin is thrown in the dungeon for doing what's right, what's just, what's moral. Yes, this is what the Watch does. Punishes brave, simple, human folk for doing what's right.
Hilaris.
For trying to save a young girl's soul from that demon, the magical immigrant. No, no, no. The City Watch needs leadership. Mercuria needs leadership. Someone who can stand up against the magical and... This far and no further. Someone who's willing to make sacrifices, to hammer in a few nails to build a home. The Watch is willing to hammer no nails, to build no home. I blame their leader, that woman with unnatural desires. And I blame her leaders, that boneless council, slave to the immigrant, the magical. What can be done? There is only one solution.
I'm too far away to get a real sense of that person. He must be wearing leather undergarments.
Yes.
They make an unpleasant creaking noise.
Faith and family.
He must be wearing leather undergarments.
Land.
They make an unpleasant creaking noise.
And humanity. Vote National
I'm too far
Front
away to get a real
vote for
sense
your
of that
humble
person.
human servant. Yours truly.
There's nothing unusual
Owner
about that
Hilaris.
person.
With my guidance and leadership, the magical, that subhuman immigrant, the dark necromancer and warlock will be banished from our home. Our children will be safe to play once more. Our women folks' virtue will be protected. And these ill-lit, occult avenues will be lit by the light of the goddess and crowned with sweet-smelling, homely herbs. Thank you. Thank you all for coming. Thank you. Oh yeah, thank you for coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you, kind. Hand in hand with our God. Now, no one says we have to abandon our
Hilaris.
No.
He leads this national front for faith and family.
Is about acceptance, not disapproval. She smiles upon all good humans. Our common enemy is the filthy immigrant, the necromancer, that demon, the magical. That's what this is all about.
Hilaris.
Fighting
he leads this national front for faith and family.
It's not about which gods we do or do not worship. No. The Azadi are nothing if not open-minded. They'll never curtail your right to worship your gods of old. But of course, the goddess represents the truth and the light. She symbolises the fight against the magical, that sorcerer. To embrace her light is to embrace humanity itself. Thank you again for coming. Thank you. May you walk in the light, cousins. And remember, vote Hilaris. Vote Faith and Family. Vote National Front.
Honor Hilaris. He leads this national front for faith and family. Honor Hilaris. He leads this national front for faith and family. Honor Hilaris. He leads this national front for faith and family. Honor Hilaris. He leads this national front.
Did you hear the one about the magical and the... If you're a ghost, just leave me be!
Where have you been?
Always angry, but a good man to have by your side in a dangerous situation. I trust Liko not to kill me, for as long as the Resistance needs me.
Where have you been?
That, he at a National Front meeting, identifying your turncoat.
It takes a traitor to find a traitor. Think you can point him out for us?
I'll try.
Go on then, before we lose him.
If you're a ghost, just leave me be!
While my veil is active, they cannot recognize me. Not unless I want them to, or I act carelessly. If I'm quiet, their eyes glide off me, and I remain invisible to them. An Earhardian veil can be very effective. People still keep their heads down around Azadi military. They must fear the worst.
After my shift's over...
These men are getting tired of their posting here. That's the boy I'm supposed to intercept.
Cock and puss. No. The rooster and kitten, that's it.
A runner passing messages between checkpoints. A runner passing messages between checkpoints. That's the boy I'm supposed to intercept. A runner passing messages between checkpoints. There are eyes everywhere. I can't risk it.
Do you have any messages for me, Dar?
There's this letter. It's important. Keep it safe and make it quick.
I'll see that it's delivered, Dar. What do you want? Can I help you with anything? Are you following me?
That's the boy I'm supposed to intercept.
Start following me.
Better to tail him from a distance. I might... There are eyes everywhere. I can't risk it.
Look,
Better to
I'm not
tail
in a
him
guise,
from...
all
There
right?
are eyes everywhere. I can't risk it. A runner passing messages between checkpoints.
Let's see. Which way is it again? So hard to see anything in this light. Right, left. Left's right. Left.
The sign reads, Earthrin's Ascent. Earthrin's Ascent. It says Watcher's Court.
Shadow's name? You came out of... sort of thing. Who are you? What do you want?
A map of the southern... It's a good thing the streets are as empty as they are. Makes my assignment easier. Honor Hilaris. He leads this national front for faith and family. They're perfectly engineered and sturdy. No expense has been spared in forging these pipes. There aren't a lot of people out at night, even though the streets appear to be safe.
بصراحة علقة ومش عارفة اعمل اي حاجة بصراحة. يعني حاولت نعاود من الاول بس الظاهر انه يعني زبالة. انا لعبت اللعبة دي زمان بس اتذكر انها كانت معقدة جدا. كل ما اتطور فيها حاليا بتذكر التعقيد متاعها، تعقيدها زفت.
They're perfectly engineered and sturdy. No expense has been spared in forging these pipes.
Go on, you may pass.
I think الويدو انها تكون في البونس، بس فين الله اعلم. مفيش ولا بيت ممكن ادخله، فيش غير الفتحة هذه. The bonus. His widow in the bonus. Seek out. His widow in the bonus. Bonus Iris. مفيش أي دليل.
There are more steam machines than ever, and we still have no idea what they're for. They're connected to the pipes, and they appear to be linked to the a map of the southernmost parts of Mercuria.
هيك طلعتي، هيك ترجعي. The bonus. كويس نلقاها هنا.
While my veil is active, they cannot recognize me. Not unless I want them to, or I act carelessly.
وين بنلقاها هنا؟ سيتي جرين. هيك نطلع من العالم.
The pipes are manufactured both locally and in Azadir, and they bring them in by the boatload. They must require thousands of them to cover the city.
Are you lost? Then find a map and leave me be.
Liko mentioned that there's a plan in place to learn more about the tubes and the machines and to sabotage the network. But not today. I'm sure we'll learn more about those tubes soon enough. Right now we have other concerns. A map of the southernmost parts of Mercuria. That might be Arne Stont's young widow. That might be Arne Stont's... Pardon me, mistress. I'm looking for the Stant widow.
I'm Gertie Stant. Who are you?
I knew your husband. He was a brave man.
Knew him? How did you know him?
We met in Friar's Keep, mistress. On the night of his death. He saved my life. I'm sorry I could do nothing to save his.
You saw him that evening?
He asked me to visit you. To tell you that he loves you.
And then you left him to be tortured to death by those bastards.
I swore not to take an innocent life.
They told me he begged for death. You could have granted him a clean and honourable journey to the night side. But instead you just left him there. Don't talk to me about honour. You have none. Leave us be.
Arne Stont's widow. She wants nothing to do with me.
اوكي، ولقيناها الأرملة وزعلانة انه هو ما قتلش جوزها. I'm so sorry. غبية الله غالب يعني. كنت عايزة الله ما علينا لنكمل الرحلة.
The construction of the tube network appears to be picking up pace. There are wagon loads of metal pipes everywhere, and the laborers work into the night.
Goddess, I'm tired of standing here night after night with nothing happening. Sometimes I almost wish the
He smells of tobacco. I'm not familiar with the scent. It's probably a Northlands weed.
What's happening? Help! Help!
From far away as a deer. I have said you don't look like my usual customers. You're a lot bigger than them. And just sort of keep me in mind next time you package, all right?
The Magicals keep their heads high despite the Azadi threat.
Exotic oils, foreign
It's a
herbs.
testament to their She sells herbs and potions, all of it non-magical, or so she claims.
Fully authorized and licensed. No sorcery.
You look like the sort of man who'd appreciate a savoury sandwich. Meat, veggies, spread. On flatbreads, yeast buns or grain rolls. Hot or cold, with a cup of soup or without. What'll it be? I'm not just the best sandwicher in town. I'm also the only sandwicher. They may be foreign and exotic, but take my word for it, sandwiches are here to stay. I learned the ancient craft of sandwiching from a wise old sandwicher. Unfortunately, he passed away, choked on an over... Tell your friends! Mercuria's foremost sandwicher here, ready to perform sandwiching to your exact...
Exotic oils, foreign herbs, soothing salves, ointments.
It can't be easy for alchemists, potion makers and herbalists to operate with the Azadi-imposed restrictions against magic.
No potions or spells, I'm afraid. There are laws against those sort of things now. Nothing magical allowed. I used to sell all sorts of magical merchandise. But those days are over. Even here in Old Town. That sort of thing can get you shipped out to the re-education camps. I used to sell all sorts of magical merchandise. Sorry you couldn't find what you were looking for. Exotic oils, foreign herbs, soothing salves, ointments. I've got the non-magical medicines your body needs. Fully authorized and licensed. No sorcery.
Exact orders.
Exotic oils, foreign herbs, soothing salves. Oh, next time maybe. I've got the non-magic medicines your body needs.
Soil embrace us. What it is this time? More question?
I hear you...
You hear? Is where I belong. Underworld,
But the...
Empire.
It's an I should continue. I must leave.
Good.
لا بجد غبي 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 غبي. شو I must leave؟ ليش جيت لها أصلا؟ why you put us in such lots of pain? Don't understand why are you doing this.
several sturdy cheeses. Sure you don't want a nice lump of pickled cows, kidney? It's the perfect way.
Sandwiches! I've got tasty sandwiches.
Morsels. I've got eats from across the Northlands, from far away as a deer.
The shadows are alive. I don't like this posting.
نفسي ادخل يعني للبيوت اللي فيها ميوزك. حاسس اني وحيد يعني في العالم ده. ايه الانانية دي بتاعتكم؟ عوالم انانية. خلوني ادخل في بيت. عايز انام، عايز ارتاح.
The construction of the tube network appears to be picking up pace. There are wagon loads of metal pipes everywhere, and the laborers work into the night.
After my shift's over, I think I'll head down to that cheap tavern by the harbour. Oh, what's it called again? The Cock and Puss. No. The Rooster and Kitten, that's it.
The pipes are manufactured both locally and in Azadir, and they bring them in by the boatload. They must require thousands of them. A map of the southernmost parts of Mercuria.
عمال تلف وتدور في البعد ده، او في البلد دي اللي جابوك ليها بالقارب، وانت يعني انا مشفتهمش.
There aren't a lot of people out at night. People still keep their heads down. It's a good thing the streets are as empty as they are. There aren't a lot of people out at night, even though the streets appear to be safe.
والله لو انا منك لتجوز لي واحدة منهم واشوف لي بيت وابتدي عيلة احسن من الرايحة والجاية دي اللي بتعملها دي. ايه رايح جاي رايح جاي جاي رايح جاي. خلاص تعبتنا والله، لا دخت معاك دخت.